Hey guys, welcome back, and today I'm doing a quick review and shooting some pointers your way about Mavic Pro cases. Now, if you're like me and you like this style of case, where you have a separate case for your Mavic and a separate case for your controller, which these cases are actually amazing if you're hiking or if you're biking, you don't want to bring a backpack with you, you just want to bring your stuff, one battery, a controller, you want to take a couple quick shots and that's it. But you also want to make sure you have a quality case. Now, there are a bunch of styles just like this selling on Amazon and eBay. And now from personal experience, I've gone through about 4 different versions of this style of case, and you just have to be careful because companies out there, they're selling these cases for $5 to $30, and some of the cheaper ones are really garbage. Like I said, I went through 4 different versions, and this style right here is by far the best, and I'll explain that in a second. Now, one thing you gotta watch out for is check the pictures of the listing. Actually look at it and compare it to others, because some cases like these, the companies actually take their time and make the insides very nicely padded, and they have specific cutouts, and they're higher quality for a couple dollars more. I think this case set was $3-4 more than the dirt cheap ones on Amazon and eBay. Now, certain things like this, the company throws in, a little clip. They have nice little rubber grips on the zippers. It's an actual harder case. You can't push any of the buttons through the case. Now, that's a big problem with a lot of the other cases. You can actually squeeze them and push buttons through the case, or when you shake the case, your controller's rattling around or your Mavic's rattling around. It just doesn't sound very nice. Now, inside these cases, this is what you want to look out for. This is a nice style of this type of case. You can see the indents are nice and grooved in. It's got a nice bubbled out top there to push down on the controller to hold it in place. And then when I take the controller out, you can see the quality, the craftsmanship. This company actually took their time, measured the controller, and got a precise fit. Now, it's got this nice lip here and these nice indents all around the case to fit your controller perfectly. So when you set it in there, it's set in there. You actually have to push down a little bit to actually set it in there perfectly nice. And you can see there's no rattle. None of the buttons can be pushed through the case because this is an actual hard case. It's actually really hard. And on the back, this is the most important thing to me. On the back, I cannot push those buttons, which was a big problem with all of the other cases. They're all real cheap quality. Just when you look at the pictures, try to find cases that have nice cutouts like this, so your controller fits in there very nicely. And the same thing goes for the Mavic. A very nice case. They paid attention to detail. You can see how nice the stitching is. They actually took their time. A nice little handle out in here, the same rubber grips on the zippers. And these cases are water resistant. If it says waterproof, any type of zipper case like this, if it says waterproof, it's 90% not waterproof. It's water resistant. If you splash water on it, or if it's raining, or you drop it in a puddle, it should be fine. But if you drop this in a river or the ocean, it's gone. It'll float for a couple of seconds, but it's definitely going to sink. Now, as you can see, the same style as the other case. They actually took their time, measured the Mavic to have it fit in there precisely and actually give it enough room around the edges so the Mavic doesn't knock around. The top right here is nice and soft. You can see my finger sink into it. The bottom here is actually not soft. It's actually hard, but it's got an air pocket on the inside of the bottom here that suspends the Mavic from hitting the bottom. So it's actually really nice. If you drop this case, your Mavic's not going to hit the ground. It's actually going to be secured in that pocket of air, so to speak. So these are just small details you want to watch out for when you buy a case. If you want this style of case, of course, try to find cases that have actual cutouts for the Mavic and the controller, because if you just spend $5 on a crappy case in this style, you're really going to get crap. They're really poor quality. 90% of them are going to be horrible. You're probably going to end up throwing it out and buying a nicer case anyways. Just spend the extra $3-4 and buy a case that's designed like this with actual cutouts on the inside. Most of the other cases don't really have cutouts on the inside. The only cutout I've seen on the other cases is for the bubble dome in the front here, and nothing in the back supporting. There's no foam whatsoever. They're just really dincy, soft cases. And yeah, you just want to be careful, watch out what you're buying. Pay attention to detail, because some of these companies sell great products for great prices, and a lot of people pass them by because they're a couple dollars more than the competitor, but when you get that competitor's case, you're going to regret it. So just a quick tip, short review for you guys. This company is actually called Foval. This company right here, you can see that, right? I'll try to find the link and throw it down in the description. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave those down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.